And I've pushed the stop record button again accidentally. Sorry about that, neighbors. I know I'm terrible cameraman, terrible at everything. Just terrible. Do you guys so dirty. But I'm a one-man rodeo and I don't have no help. I would love to have some help, but can't find anybody decent to move in. I mean, it's kind of crazy when you're offering a completely free room, no utilities. All you have to pay for is your own toiletries and your own food, and do a little bit of work around the house and the shop, and that pays your rent. I mean, I could easily rent that room for $125 a week, even in this freaking mediocre fucking old ass trailer from the 1970s. You know? So, I don't know. Don't know. Just hoping I find somebody decent soon enough. It would really help out to find a decent roommate for room and board for assistance. You know, had one lady in Nashville contacted me. She's got an associate's degree in psychology or some shit like that, and she doesn't have a job. She said she can't find a job. She's applied everywhere. She's in Nashville, dude. I'm sorry, but the fast food joints and the gas stations up there, anybody could get a job in a day. All you have to do is go in there and say, I need a job, and they'll say, okay, fill out this application, you can start tomorrow. I mean, especially the Burger King out on Bell Road. They can't keep enough employees. They're oftentimes having to shut down early and close at like 9 o'clock opposed to the 2 a.m. they're supposed to do, or whatever it is, because they don't have staff. And you're going to tell me you can't find a job. And so basically what I told her is, I said, look, I cannot afford to feed anybody. I said, I've had people move in that said they had money for food, or they had food stamps or whatever, and then come to find out they lied. And I can't sit there and eat in front of somebody, even if they're a liar or a thief or whatever. I just can't do it. I can't sit there and let somebody go hungry that's living in my home, you know, even if it is their own damn fault. I just can't do it. You know, it's just not in my DNA to, I guess I'm not going to call it mean, because they're not helping themselves, but yeah, I would say I don't have it in me to be that mean. Okay, I don't want to put a new plug in this yet until I know that it runs. A lot of times I don't like to put the plug in, because once I put it in, I don't like to take it back out. So I'm just going to clean this one up a bit for now, and once we know if this all runs or not, then we'll go ahead and put a new NGK BPMR7A spark plug in it from over there. Take and fold this a couple layers deep to get in between here. Works really well. Usually, if I can get my paper in there. I don't think this gap is 20 thou right now. There we go. Nice. That ought to do for now. Like I said, this is temporary. This is not the plug that will stay in the saw. So no fret, neighbors. And the terrible thing is, a lot of times these spark plugs, man, there's nothing wrong with this plug. It's just dirty. But I don't like selling a refurbished saw with a used plug in it. And so I end up with all kinds of spark plugs, and it's like, what do I do? Nobody wants to buy a used spark plug. But I'll put like 10 of them together and sell them on eBay for like $5, you know, 50 cents a piece. Okay, let's see if we can find a nice MS250 recoil. This one's decent. I like a little bit prettier, a little less faded. Let's see, I know I've got a few in here, but I don't think any of them are 250s. No, those are all the old models. There's this one, but it needs the name badge. And I'm out of 250 name badges, I think. Ooh, there's one, nice. Okay, so I think we'll do this recoil. Ooh, this one's already refurbished, though. Yeah, we'll just go with this one, I guess, since it's already put together. I can always decide to change it later. Okay, impulse is hooked up, coil's hooked up, flywheel's on. Let's Put that bad boy on. Okay, get my bag of hardware out here. God damn it. That's another good crank. Let's see, is that a good, yeah, a good piston or a good sprocket and whatnot. We'll do the rim spline on that one. Here's a rebuilt carburetor, I believe. Yep, rebuilt. Okay, muffler, heat shield. Let's see, I hate to do this. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul here right now. Okay. I believe I already stole this fucking switch out of here. That's not the right thing. No. Just gonna start dumping all my 250 freaking things out. Let's see here. There's a muffler gasket. There's that. I need a muffler. All my mufflers are all ugly looking. Rusty, ugly looking mufflers. Okay, there's one muffler bolt. I am really struggling to find everything I need here lately. There's another one. Okay, so it'll be the muffler bolts. Slide right into your cylinder. Like that, next to your exhaust port. And then goes your heat shield. Like so, with the bumps out and the curve toward the recoil. Okay. And then your muffler gasket, which normally I replace them. I've got a whole stack, but this one is still got the lettering on it. So, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to reuse that one. Get our muffler on here. We'll need our two 8mm nuts. Give that a little tappy there. Here's one 8mm. Here's another. Okay. Alright, there's that. Go ahead and get our wrap handle on. This is pretty simple right here. Just kind of lines up with everything, pops in there. It's going to have 6 of these coarse thread M5s. I believe they are M5s. Okay, so we got 2 down here on the bottom. Battery's dying. That's 3, 4. And then we got 2 more up here. 5. And 6. I'm looking for my intake grommet there. I don't see it. I'm also going to need to find some more throttle linkages. Okay, let's see here. The sprocket is, I guess we use this spur sprocket. It looks really nice. Looks brand new, aside from some surface rust. Got our bearing here. Get some grease on that. Okay, get some grease on the inside. And then slide it on, turn it, kind of spread that grease around, and then take all the excess. Put it on the outside here. And then it's good to add a little bit of grease right here as well on the inside of the sprocket. Too much better than not enough on this application. Okay, we're going to line up our notch with our worm gear arm back there. Excellent. Then we need our retaining washer. And then a retaining clip, the E-clip right here. We'll pop right on the shaft here. Shit, you guys can't even fucking see. I'm doing you dirty on these camera views right there, okay? Now we need our dust cover for our chain brake there. You know what? I don't know if my recoil had the shroud in it, so we're going to have to check that. Okay. 2 of these smaller screws for our dust cover. Uno, dos. Looks like there is a spike screw missing there. And I don't see, those are like an M6, not an M5. So I don't see that. We'll have to remember that. We don't want to forget that. Let's see. Go ahead and reach in here into the lovely hardware stockpile over here. Oh, maybe I got one right in here. Let's see. Oh, nope, that's not it. Not fat enough. Oh, there we go. I think this is the right one. Yep. Excellent. Now, got our carburetor. Oh, well, shit. I mixed my carburetors up. Okay, that's dirty. This is clean, so this must be our refurbished one. Do I have a shroud in my recoil? I do not. Never even screwed the damn thing on anyways. Okay, so this just pops in there like so. Just lines up and clips right in. Okay. There we are. Now we put that back on. Let's see if we can find our screws. There's only 2 or 3 size screws on this. Most of them are going to be these M5s. Okay. Nope, that's not right. That's too skinny. Boy, there should be more screws than this. Damn. Let's see here. I do have endless hardware for these. I guess it's just a matter of finding them. What is this? Oh, let's see. That's for a crankshaft. Okay, let's see here. Yep, I should have used this nice pretty dust cover. There's an air filter base. There's our grommet. We'll need an intake gasket for that. Okay, so you will go on there like so. Let's go ahead and grab our intake gasket. Let's see. I don't have the exact ones right now, I don't think, so I've been having to modify. Most important thing is that it fits over the impulse hose right there. Yes, this one will work. It's not the exact one, but it will work. Okay. So, go ahead and slide your carburetor on at this point. Okay. Oh, no, that's not the right carburetor. Damn it. Done myself dirty and mixed everything up. Is this the rebuilt one? I guess it is. I wouldn't think I'd have left it that dirty on that side. So we'll give this one a whirl and hopefully it is rebuilt. Hook up our fuel line. Okay, we're going to need a switch. Which I don't see a switch in here either. So let's go digging for that. And that's why I need to build more of these and start making space, you know. Because, oh, I was looking for this earlier. Okay, let's see. These all have problems, I think. Works, rebuilt. Choke, butterfly, sticks in closed position. Fully rebuilt. Choke link, slips out, needs bent. Custom, MS250 stalls. Ultrasonic before testing again. Okay, so it looks like we're having a lot of carburetor issues. There's a throttle linkage. And then I need, what else do we need? We've got our, oh, we need a switch. On-off switch. I would think there would be one right here. I don't know why there's not. I have plenty of them. It's just a matter of fucking getting to stuff. This MS180. Got to finish this. It's ported and it was running, but of course those carburetors suck. So I believe I've just switched the carb to one of these 250 carbs. Yeah, I'm not liking this. I don't like my pistons all open and exposed like this. Cannot wait to get some more of these built so I have more space and feel more comfortable. Okay. Oh boy. What are we after again, you guys? You remember? We needed a throttle on-off switch. Which I cannot believe, out of all these boxes, there's not one in there. Let's see here. All these are 025 covers. All the squared ones. There we go. Still not seeing a switch. What the fuck? Could always do a red lever, I guess. It really should go on an 025 though. I know I've got plenty of these damn switches, man. You just gotta find one. I prefer not to put a red lever on a 250. That should go on an 025 or a 230. No switch in there either. Damn it. I don't think there's any in here either. That's all chassis and shit. So, this is a problem. I should have tons of switches, man. I should have tons of switches. All these motors. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see a switch in here. There we go. There's one. Excellent. And I just had something else I needed, and I think I buried it, damn it. Alright, well, here's a switch for now. So, this will go in like so. Just start it in there. Then you're going to lift this flat spring like that, set it on the switch, and then it'll pop right in. This wire goes right here, and then there's a little channel for it to sit down into. Right here, okay. We'll need to get a tank vent. Which I'm surprised I don't see one out. There's one right there we can use. Looks like. Yes. That one is working, it seems. So we'll need a longer piece of fuel line. Right here. Let's see, from here over to here. About there. Okay, there we are. Let's go ahead and open this end up a little bit, stretch it out, make it easier on us for both ends. So stick these way in there, put it against the bench so it doesn't fly off when I open it, and we're going to stretch this out as much as we can without killing our neck, which too late. Now my neck is screaming. Yeah, boy, you guys, I really got to find a better way to make money because I cannot keep doing this to myself with the neck pain. Oh, man, it hurts so bad just to do something like that even. And I just don't want to have another surgery, you guys, just to put me out of business, basically. My business has not recovered since me having to take 4 months off. And then my health being poor, so I've not been able to devote myself 100% to the business, to working every day. And, yeah, it just sucks. Because I like to be honest with people, so when they ask if I can work on their stuff, I basically tell them I can, but here's the conditions I have to have. And a lot of people don't like it. Some people will say, yeah, no worries, I want to help the little guy out. I'm not in a rush. Other people will say, no, well, I'll let you know, and then you never hear from them. And plus, like I said, man, being honest about my relapse hurt too. A lot of my customers that I thought would be forgiving and grace-giving were not. They completely abandoned me, basically, and took their business elsewhere because I guess I'm not trustworthy. I don't know. I don't know, neighbors. But I'm not going to lie. If I make a mistake like that, I'm going to tell you guys. You deserve to know. Tell you guys, and I'm going to tell any customers I have or potential customers. I mean, you just deserve to know. and be able to make an educated decision, you know? I hate when the decision is not to give me the job, but it is what it is. Okay, I also am going to have to go get a grommet for this. I think. Is that not the... What the hell's going on there? Won't go any further on there. That's weird. Okay, I guess that's stripped out. Stripped out or something. Let's see. Gotta find another one. There we are. These are going to take longer to build because they're all kind of spread out, unfortunately. But we'll get there. So we're doing 025 next. Once I get a bunch of these built and out of the way, then I can focus on other stuff. You know, I've got the saws down here. Oh, there's that other 271 box. This is a 260, and I believe the 026 tank will work on it. So that's a good saw as well. So we'll be building that too. But I need to get these 025s, 250s, these 1123 series caught up first. So I'm going to continue to just dump the hardware for these saws on the table and pick out what I need as we go. I'm just going to focus on these ones only for now. I'm not seeing what I need here. Okay, I do need one of these. I don't see any grommets though. These grommets are hard to come by anymore. They're like $14 or $15 a piece. I finally started selling them on eBay. So I know I have some, but I prefer to find one out here if I can. Let's see if we have any over here. Nope. Got the vents, but no grommets. Could always use one of these styles if I have to. If I don't find a grommet, I'm going to have to use a different vent. So, struck out in there. A bunch of flywheels. Okay, this might be our box right here. Let's see. That's intake boots. Anybody need an intake boot for one of these? That's fuel lines. I don't know why I saved those fuel filters. They're dirty. That must have been a Dion job or something. Let's see. And this is what? It is 025. Good piston and bad bearing. Okay. Look at all these motors and stuff, you guys. Let's see how much I have here. And I'm going to have to break down and buy 47 millimeter freaking piston rings from my competitor. Oh, there we go. That's what we need right there. Excellent. Okay, so this goes like so. On this one, we have to remove this, and then the line goes through. I'm sorry. The vent goes through like that. Okay. And then hopefully I can fit it on. I shouldn't have put the air filter base and everything on already, but I did. Got ahead of myself. So slide that onto the bottom screw there, because that's the only one it actually goes onto. And there we go. Beautiful, just like that. So it'll go onto the bottom screw down there. Whoops. Onto the bottom one, and then these two just line up, and I put the hose right in the middle of the two, which is not working. So I'm going to move that up there. Nope, that's pinched. Might have a little bit too much line here for my tank vent. Just got to get it out of the way of the, there we go. All right, now I have to go inside to get an air filter. And we need an air filter cover, and that should be it. And the problem is I didn't really see a whole lot of 250 covers. Let's see. That, yeah, that's for this one. Or no, that's for an 036 or something. Let's see, 1125. Yeah, that's not going to be for that. Okay, so I'm going to set this up here for now. Oh boy, do we not have any 250s air filter covers left? I just had one yesterday that needed a knob or something. And that was it. Yep, this sucks. If I don't have any, I need at least one, damn it. This is the piece that's most commonly missing from these. There we go. And I should have knobs, I believe. Boy, I'll be so excited when I get some more of these done and have more space. Okay, here's my knobs. Should be this one, I believe. Oh, that's not right. Huh. Let's see here. It's not going to be a twist one, because that would pop right out. It's got a clip missing on it. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. And it's cracked. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's go get our air filter. And, see, that one's missing the cover too. I'll be damned. And that one's not running for some reason. Bubba's supposed to come pick his saw up today or tomorrow. Yeah, it looks like we'll have to order some of those covers, and they're not cheap. I'll see if I can't find some used ones on eBay. But I'm going to be building a bunch of these ones, you guys, so go get this air filter on and see if it runs. And then I have bars and chains, I know that. I've got Foresters, Holtz Pharmas, and Stihls. Milk does the body good. Here is our air filters. The aftermarkets do not fit properly on the 021 through MS250, you guys, and I've mentioned that before. They have a ridge on top and whatnot, so they have to be modified in order to fit. So that's why I don't use the aftermarkets on these. $8.50 per filter plus freight, so really $9.50 as long as I order 6 at a time. That's roughly $9.50 after tax and freight. That's what I pay. Then I sell them for about 50-cent profit on eBay. And you know, Brian asked me one time, he says, why if it's only 50 cents, why even bother? I says, well, because if you have 1,000 items on eBay and you're making 50 cents to $1 a piece, even if you only sell 10 items a day, that's $10 a day passive income that only took a little bit of work to get the stuff listed. Okay, so let's get some gas in this bad boy. Oh wait, did we I don't think we did our fuel filter yet. So that should be the last thing. Yeah, I definitely didn't replace it. The fuel line is good, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, I got this little tool that helps me hold my fuel line out here, if I can get it pinched onto it. God damn you. There we go. That way it doesn't slide back in on me. Sometimes I need a tool to help me get this off. There we go. Grab a new one over here. And again, I use aftermarket, you guys, because they work just as good as the OEM. And they're a third of the price, and they last just as long. I've never noticed really any difference between the fuel filters. There are some brands out there that just fall apart. The tops don't hold on and stuff, so I don't buy those ones. But CTS or Pharmatech usually work pretty good. I like the CTS better. I've had less issues with them falling apart. Okay. So, even though I don't want to pull no more cord, let's see what we've got. Uh-oh. Great. Oh, I didn't, I guess it helps if you screw your recoil down properly. I've only got one screw in it. Okay, so let's fix that issue. 2, 3, and then we need the one with the collar on it. I don't see one. Let's see here. We have one in here. Need a collar, collar. No collar in there. I don't see any collars out here. Oh my goodness. How can I not have a collar screw? There's one right there. Okay. Put that in. Boy, that chain brake handle's loose. I think we'll have to go in and replace the flat spring. I guess it's not too bad. I don't like it. It's a little loose. So we definitely are going to go in and replace that spring, which means we'll have to take the whole chain brake handle off, but I'll do that later when I do the other couple of things that I'll have to do to this. Okay, let's try that again, neighbors. I can't do it with the mount. You guys are in the way. About the best I can do for now, guys. I hurt so bad I can't hold the saw away from my body like that. Usually about 10 pulls when I've got a rebuilt carburetor, it pops. Let's see where we're set at. 100 fucking screwdrivers to adjust carbs, and I can't find one. There we are. Okay. So half, 1/4, half, 1/4. Well, I guess I better check spark. It's not sparking, if it's not doing nothing. I'm gonna throw a shot of fuel in real quick and see if she pops. Where's my little fuel squirty? Here we are. Nope, it's flooded too. You know, I've got another fucking, that 250 is doing the same damn thing. Won't pop and it floods immediately. Even with no carburetor, it won't start. Take everything off and you put fuel in there. As long as you've got a good spark, this all should run. And that one won't. It's popped once or twice and that's all it's ever done. No air leaks. Everything passes. Brand new vent, brand new fuel line. Just cannot figure it out. It's a used motor and I honed it, so the only thing I can think is I did a bad hone job because I'm not always the best at honing because of my shaking and stuff. God damn it. Yeah, nice and wet. Okay. Don't know why I took the spark plug out to test for spark. I'm just tired and distracted. I hurt. And I really need to make money, you guys. I really do not want to lose my license. I just have so much going on. It sucks when I'm out here working. It sucks when I'm putting in the work and I don't make any money still. When you work 60 hours a week, and you do that, you know, 2-3 weeks out of the month, and you will make $200, how the fuck are you supposed to stay motivated to keep trying? You know, how the fuck are you supposed to be encouraged? I honestly, I don't know how I'm supposed to keep my motivation. Boy, especially when I can't find the fucking tool I just had and literally just used. I don't want to use this one, but it looks like I'm going to. This one's a little bit more of a pain in the ass to kind of hold on to and stuff. Okay, we got good spark. So here we go. We got another saw that just wants to fucking flood out on me. So, don't know. We're going to set this aside for now. I can't pull no more cord. So there we are. There we go. Now that'll work. Let's see if I can find a decent cover. Thought I had a really nice, pretty white one. Pretty much all chassis and motors that I need to just list and sell individually because I have way too many. Okay, don't see any good covers, so we'll just use what we have, and then I'll have to add one of those chain catches to it because the chain catches break off of them. Okay, my elbow to my carburetor. I need to keep these together, and I can't find that carb. I've got a $200 carb somewhere that I had to rob parts off of from Mike Towery, and of course I did myself dirty and undercharged him on his bill, and then he gave me a portion of it when I told him what I forgot to charge him for. He said, no, I don't expect you to bite the bullet on that one. I said, well, I misquoted you, neighbor. He says, no, I'll pay for it, but he didn't. He paid like $10 out of 50, and I don't know why he thought that was paying for it, but whatever. It is what it is. I really lost my ass on that job. I will never do that to myself again. Customers are just going to have to pay. When their bill goes up, their bill goes up. You know? Okay. I just had a clutch cover on this damn bench that looked better than this one that I wanted to use. But, no, I can't find it. So, and I don't see any freaking bar stud nuts either. Damn. There's one. Alright, you guys. That's going to be it for this this episode, or at least this part of the session. Kind of the idea is I was going to do a whole live event and just keep building saws and try and raise money, but then I'd get discouraged because we wouldn't raise any money. This channel doesn't raise any money. I don't get it. Everybody that goes out there and lies and pretends they're helping people gets tens of thousands of dollars, and then they act like they're giving it to the homeless people, but it's fake money. It's fake money. They say, oh, this is fake money. It's just for the shot. You give us that back now, and we'll send you a check in the mail, or we're going to go to the bank and get you the cash afterward. And so that's how they get people to be truly emotional in the videos. Just everyday homeless people and shit. You guys need to stop giving those people money. They're fake. They're fucking fake. Most of them, 99.5%. Out of 10,000 YouTubers that are doing that help the homeless, 1 or 2 are real. 1 or 2. Everybody else is stealing your fucking money, and they're not helping people out. But yet a guy like me that genuinely goes out there and helps people out, we've raised maybe $500 in 4 years on this channel. Till next time, neighbors.